Okay, so we've just arrived in Bristol and we are going to Amy's website clinic. I was like, hang on a second.
That was a big drive.
Amy from Studio Cotton does a website clinic, and one of the things that I love, so I've been a few times, this is Hannah's first time, and one of the things I love about it is, I don't know if you find this as well, but I find it really hard to make time to work on my business. Like, my website is often the most neglected part of my business, which is hilarious because I create websites for other people. So actually having this day aside in Bristol, we're going to spend the whole day there just working on my website is going to be so good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I thought the same this morning. Like, I can't actually remember the last time I had a whole day to spend on my website or any part of my business, to be honest.
And I think it's one of those things where you need to like book it in. So the fact that I've like paid to come, we've had to like, you know, we've gone to Bristol, we're going to spend the whole day here. I think it's going to be really good for being really focused. So yeah, I'm going to take you along. We'll show you what it's like, and I'll tell you what I do on my website at the end.
Those sections further into subsections, then you would use H3s. Well, let's pretend there's an H3 under this one, and then I'm going to pretend there's an H3 here as well. If you then wanted to break down one of those H3 sections, you would then go into H4s. And then there's 5 and 6 as well, but I don't have room to write that small. When I'm designing websites, I very rarely go lower than a 3. Like, 4s, I don't know, maybe I have like 1 or 2 per website. So most of the time when you're working on the headings on your website, it will be 1s, 2s, and 3s. There is absolutely no reason why the style of how that heading looks has to be linked to this heading level. That's just how Squarespace and Shopify work. And I find it like monumentally frustrating because like at technical level, they just don't have to be linked to each other.
Okay, why did you start doing website clinics?
Okay, there's a really good 2 reasons behind it. One is I love attention and to get a room full of people looking at me / for marketing. And the other one is actually it started out as an alternative to picking my brains.
Oh yeah. What, did you get loads of messages from people?
Not loads, but just enough where I was like, I used to do like one every other month where I'd meet someone who just wanted to pick my brains. And then I was like, I'll just turn it into an event. So
nice.
That's why it came about. And then it actually worked out really well because I've been doing it for like 6 or 7 years now, on and off.
Really? I didn't know it was that long. Okay, so this morning we've just been going through loads of people asking you questions, and I want to know, what is the question that you get asked over and over again? Like, what are the ones that just keep coming up every time?
I mean, most people just want to know what the flip to do, like where to start, like what, no one knows with their website, like what they are supposed to do with it. One of the most common things is like how to get more website traffic.
So like SEO stuff.
Yeah, I think they wouldn't even word it as SEO. They're just like, I just need more website visitors. And there's only two ways to get website visitors. You either pull them to your website or you push them from like social media or ad campaigns. So basically I spend a lot of time talking about SEO.
It's like that was a wedding going on outside. I like to think everyone's cheering for me.
Yeah. That was just such a good answer.
Yeah. They were like, yes. Amazing. If you, I don't know why I'm waving a fork around. If you could give one tip, like one thing to improve your website today to anyone watching this, what would it be?
Can I give two?
Okay, I'll allow it.
So the first thing I want people is to just think about writing more stuff on your websites, because if you want to be found on Google for all of the things that your business does, you need to be the one who writes that on your website, because no one else is going to tell Google what you do. So be really thorough with your product and service descriptions, with your homepage. Just make sure that it's got plenty of text on it. It doesn't have to be long text, but we just have to cover lots of bases. And the other thing which came up this morning a couple of times is managing your website images. So if you have really massive images on your website, it can destroy your SEO in like one fell swoop. So I recommended a website called Extract Pics. And it actually is a website for extracting pics from a website, but it's really handy because if you run a page through it, it'll show you the sizes of all of the pictures on it. And then anything over 500 kilobytes probably does need optimizing.
Amazing. Good tips.
Nice.
So yeah, we're just about to go into the afternoon session, and I'll give like a little roundup at the end.
I'll get started. So there's a couple more to come, but they can miss the really cool health and safety talk. So thank you all for coming to the session. Some new faces, some lovely returners, and thank you for coming to all the people who have travelled from so far of Cardiff. But we had much further afield this morning as well. But for the website clinic, it is an open session. This screen behind me is literally just a mirror of what's on my laptop. So you can ask me questions at any time and everyone can see the answers. If you want to show me anything sensitive or anything that I can't access, then just come around here to my office and I can take a look on other screens. On your website needs to start with a single H1 at the top of the page. Then that page is broken into sections. Each of those sections should start with an H2.
Like silver star winners. Okay, so we've just finished the website clinic and I've made a list of all the things that I got done. So first up, came up with loads of blog post ideas. I've got two websites, so I've got lots of blog posts I need to write. I haven't finished writing any of them, but I did start writing one of them, which was actually based on a post that I did on Instagram, so that's cool. I also added some alt text to my website that was missing, and checked some of the images. I reorganized the menu on my website thanks to Amy, who helped me work out, because I had some pages where I just couldn't work out where they should go. And also the big one was I have got this digital product which is all about the rejection challenge. So it's 30 prompts of things you can get rejected for, and it wasn't even on my website. So I added that onto my website finally, which will make it easier for people to buy. So that was really good. A good long list of things I got done, and things that I don't ever make time to do. But now I've done them. So if you are struggling to work on your website, you should totally come to Amy's website clinic.
Yeah! Can I say what I did?
Yeah, come and say what you did. Come join the vlog. What did you do, Hannah?
So today I ticked off 3 things that I really wanted to do. One was to make a speaker page for my website. So I've got like my speaking stuff on my podcast, guest appearances. One was to get my about page, which Ellie made me, and I loved it. And I've just been so busy, I haven't had time to put it on my website. And then the final thing that Amy did tell me off for was not having any show notes for my podcast, which is me being lazy. So I now have show notes. I'm working back through them, so I've got the last 5. Yeah,
you did 5. That's really good.
I'm really chuffed with
I
that.
think the common theme here is like doing those things that you just never make time to do.
Yes,
and it's
100%.
having that dedicated space. So obviously we came for the whole day, so both sessions, is having that dedicated time to actually do those little jobs on the website that never get done. They always get pushed down my to do.
Yeah, and to be able to ask questions that get you stuck.
Yes.
Like even just little questions like, should I link to Spotify, or things like that, you would pause, whereas you can just ask Amy and then you carry on and you get it done.
Yeah.
So yeah. Would recommend.
Amy, what was your favourite question that you got asked today?
Ooh, I did really like the thing I think would be the biggest change will actually be Hannah not having 162 on the website. It is that classic I mentioned earlier about people just need to write more stuff on their website. We saw a lot of websites that I think only when I bring them up on the screen and point to areas where there should be text and there isn't text do people really notice. Also just like what to write on pages, my who, what, why, where, how, when, that always goes down a treat. So writing it like you are a primary school child writing your first essay and making sure you cover all of your bases.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Great day. And now we're heading back to Cardiff.
Asked her some questions while she's driving, but she's driving very carefully, so we're fine. Liz, what are you going to work on your website when you get back now? What has this made you think you want to work on?
I think for me the thing is always blogging. Like the thing that Amy always says is get more words on your website, and that she gave me some really good ideas of blog posts for my podcast website that actually like increased the views like so much. I think it was like 50% or something, like 50% more views on the website. And so like that, I found that really motivating, actually being able to see the impact that the blogging is having. And so I need to do that for my like design business website. So yeah, blogging, getting back in the routine of blogging.
A few people said blogging as well, and I think because one of Amy's things was that a lot of people need more words on their website, which obviously you could do with the actual website and stuff, but then the other way is to add more blogs and things, so you can kind of talk about the topics that you want to talk about.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to carry on updating my show notes. I do need to do some blogging, to be honest, but I feel like I'm in a rut with that, to be honest, and I think it's partly because I like the quick marketing, and that is a thing that like it does take a while, but
you should do the advice that you gave me.
I just was thinking that the advice I gave to Liz is that if I was going to do a blog post, I would do it in 10 minutes a day. So I would write like 100 words a day, and then by the end of the week you've got at least 700 words. I mean, you're probably going to write more than 100 in 10 minutes, but nice.
That did really help me, like just deciding that I just need to do 10 minutes a day, setting a timer, and then like one blog post a week's amazing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, nice. The other thing that Amy said quite a lot was about like the seasonal content, and I do want to do a little bit more of that, like maybe seasonal content related to marketing your business for Christmas and things.
That's good.
Because I like that. And also, I know this will make Lois laugh because I say it all the time to her. Christmas is the same day every single year. you can plan for it if you want to. Like, you can get ahead.
Yeah.
It's not a surprise that it's coming. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be working on.
Nice.